It's Friday, October 1st, and you're watching SHS Today. Good morning, I'm Kyra Galvan.
And I'm Bailey Green. The Soccer Boosters are selling t-shirts to raise money. Please see one of the soccer girls to buy one. You can also talk to Coach Lima and Coach Marino.
Vitalant is hosting a blood drive in the Student Center on October 4th. Anyone 16 and over can give blood. If you're 17 and over, you do not need a parent's permission. You can sign up at Miss Tabor's office or talk to Nurse Bain for more information.
Yearbooks are now on sale for $55. The icons are free up until a certain point. For more information, you can talk to Ms. Hernandez or go to the website listed down below.
And now to Jaden with sports.
Thank you, Kyra. The tennis team played Big Spring Tuesday in a close match, which unfortunately ended in a 10-9 loss. The Tiger tennis team now has a district record of 2-1. They play San Angelo Lakeview next Tuesday to close out district play. On Saturday, the volleyball team began the district season against Levelland. In a tight game, the Lady Tigers won the first two sets, lost the third set, and won the fourth to capture the win. And on Tuesday, they swept Lubbock Estacado in straight sets. Now the volleyball team is 2-0 in district and looking to continue their success at 12 o'clock when Big Spring comes to town. And now for football. Last week, the Tigers took their first loss of the season, falling to the defending 3A state champions, Jim Ned. After allowing a touchdown to the Indians, the Tigers responded with a scoring drive, ending in a touchdown by Bryce Ford. Full of great defensive stops, the first half ended at 7-7. In the second half, the Tigers were quick to score on a 20-yard pass to Tim Henderson from Hunter Stewart. They then converted the two-point conversion to take the lead 15-7. The Indians then responded with a long touchdown run, tying the game at 15. After an untimely turnover resulting in another Indian score, the game ended at 22-15 with the Tigers just falling short. They play again tonight in Milshu at 7 o'clock. And this week's Player of the Week goes to Abby Benitez. Benitez had an impressive 41 digs in Saturday's contest and another 15 against Estacado. Congratulations to Abby Benitez. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week here on SHS Today with the results on the upcoming games. Here's a look into your weekly weather forecast.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. So last week we got to showcase our Snyder Tiger football team wishing the number one fan a happy birthday. Today we have that number one fan here with us, Mr. Jonathan Barrow, his mom, Miss Barrow, and our head coach, Westwood. So how are y'all?
I'm doing
Great.
good. How are you, Jonathan?
Doing good.
Good. So Coach Wood, this first question's for you. Can you tell us about your friendship with Jonathan and why it's so important?
Jonathan was one of the very first people I ever met when I got here. He came up to the office. I was told that he had a special relationship with all the previous head coaches. And from there, I think it was best friends from the start. He brightens my day. He always brings me back down to earth. He makes me smile. He's fun to be around, and he's a really good person all the way down to his heart.
Yeah, y'all really do have a great relationship. Yeah. So Miss Barrow, y'all celebrated his 40th birthday just over a week ago. Can you explain to us why 40 is such a significant number to y'all?
Yes. He was born 3 months premature, so he weighed 2 pounds and 9 ounces. So he fit in the palm of my hand. And the doctors all said he wouldn't make it past 15. And here he is turning 40. So it was very special, a milestone plus a special time, just all the way around.
Yeah.
He's a true miracle.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so can you explain to the viewers what cerebral palsy is?
Sure. When he was in the NICU unit, he had a stroke and he had a brain bleed, and it left him with cerebral palsy. I'm not sure if everybody gets it that way, but that's how his came about. And he really wasn't diagnosed with it until he was a year old because he was so tiny and stuff. They just had to wait until he kind of caught up and tried to crawl and stuff, and nothing, it wasn't there. The motor skills weren't there. It's really just affected his motor skills. Sometimes it can be worse and they can be nonverbal or whatever, but blessed to have Jonathan, very verbal and knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's smart as a tack, and he's got a memory like an elephant.
But we've also learned, and I've learned this probably when he was about 25 or 30, I guess. I was reading up on cerebral palsy again one time, and it was talking about how premature babies, their skin is so thin and their blood vessels are just right up under the skin. And any loud noise, and if you've ever been in an NICU unit or something, things are dropped, there's so many babies in there, so much going on. Any loud noise can cause a blood vessel to burst and cause them to have a hemorrhage. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
That is interesting, yeah. So he's been strong from the start.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
awesome. So Coach Wood, what's something Jonathan has taught you?
Jonathan brings me back to earth on my worst days. He's special. His relationship is special to me because it just makes us be really thankful for all the good things we have. Most of us are really, really blessed, and sometimes we get down on ourselves when we're having bad days or we're going through some hard times. And then I get around Jonathan, and he's happy-go-lucky, and he's he's a man of faith. He's a happy guy. He's a big-time lover, and he makes it really easy to try to be the best you because he sure makes the most of what he's been dealt. And so I think we can do the same.
Yeah, I've noticed that everywhere he goes, he has a smile on his face, and
Yes, he does.
he walks into the room or he comes into the room, and everybody's just happy to see him. It's so awesome.
Yes, he has done several talks at different places, with my help. But and his first line was always, "I have cerebral palsy. What's your problem?" So it kind of gets you.
Yeah. So my last question is, what can people learn from y'all's friendship?
Just to be kind. I first met Jonathan, and I was meeting all sorts of new people from Snyder, and I thought, hey, here's a new guy. He has cerebral palsy. I'm definitely going to try to, be kind and give him the best friendship that I could. But I never thought it would turn into this. I thought it was more so kind of going to be one of those rare occasions where I get to see him, but it's turned into a deal where we get to see each other all the time. I'll go to his house and watch some Monday Night Football. We'll meet up and go to lunch. He saved up his own money and bought my kids ice cream this summer, and so he's just he's a special dude, and he's a guy that I love to be around.
Yeah, it seems like everybody loves to be.
Yes.
Everybody does love to be around
Yes.
him. So we really appreciate y'all coming on the show this week. We love
Thank you for
talking to
having
y'all.
us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. So make sure you tune back in for our next episode of Tiger Talks. Back to Bailey.
Thank you, Kyra. That was such an amazing story. We stopped by the primary to talk to some of Miss Hunter's teaching interns.
I'm a student intern that comes to elementary to get hands-on experience in the classroom.
I'm a student intern for third grade math class. They're really bubbly and they just bring good energy.
My plans after high school are to eventually become a kindergarten or second grade teacher.
Yeah, I want to be a teacher.
My favorite part about coming here is just being around all the kids.
Thank you, Snyder Primary, for helping to shape the future generations of teachers.
It energizes you, warms you, refreshes you, it keeps you awake, and overall makes your life better. Can you guess what it is?
Making the trek from South America, Africa, and Asia to the mugs of households everywhere, coffee beans have been spread across the world for more than 600 years. Humanity has used it in various ways, from drinks to medicinal uses, and some ancient civilians even used it as currency. It's time to celebrate International Coffee Day by enjoying a good old cup of joe.
Thank you for joining us on this week. We'll see you back on October the 15th with a special review of Snyder Drama's fall musicals, South Pacific, and much more. I'm Kyra Galvan.
And I'm Bailey Green.